Hey yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Carl back at it again. New video, same grind, you already know. I hope y'all doing well on this Friday afternoon and ready to grind the art, or maybe just sitting down and listening to me talk. I can talk English for shit. Anyway, I hope y'all just sitting down and listening to me talking or just doing some art in the background while I'm talking in the background. So for today's video, I'm going to make an art grind review of my art grind journey so far. But first, before I jump into it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos that I upload every Friday afternoon unless something happened. But so far, I've been able to keep up the streak. So as most of you know, probably know, I give myself 5 years to be a successful artist. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go watch the video. The link is in the description below. So to achieve my goal, I decided to do this personal challenge that I call the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push. You've probably heard me mention this before in my previous videos, but this time I will be a bit more into the details of what is the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push challenge. At first, the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push was just something that I will do at the end of every year, meaning around November, December. And I will focus on upgrading one art skill that entire month. The goal is to improve that skill and if possible even master it, but I'm more focused on improvement than perfection. I've been doing this personal challenge for 2 years now and I decided to change things up this year. I will do the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push challenge for the entire year and set myself deadlines to achieve an art goal and by the end of 12 weeks. Every time I accomplish the 12 weeks challenge, I will do a retrospective of what I learned in those 12 weeks, what I need to improve, what did I struggle with, and if I managed to overcome that struggle. Once the retrospective is done, I will simply restart the challenge and again a week later so I can relax a little bit and this time focus on another art skill. So this is what I essentially do in the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push, and honestly, I encourage anyone who wants to improve their art seriously to do this. I will make a video about how to set up your own Hyperbolic Art Grind Push challenge in the next video of next week, so follow me on my YouTube channel. And now let's move on and analyze the progress that I made so far for my own Hyperbolic Art Grind Push for the month of March and April. So currently I'm doing the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push Spring 2024 edition and I'm at week 4 and the deadline is on June 3rd, 2024. I started the challenge since March and I meant to do an art grind review video at the beginning of April, but I just kind of forgot to do it. But anyway, I'm doing it now, so that's what matters. So for this edition of the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push, I'm doing something a bit unusual. Instead of focusing on one skill like I said earlier, I'm working on 4 at the same time. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm getting ready to go to convention this summer, a convention called Otakutan, and that will be my first convention ever. And by the way, if you're going to attend to the convention or you're just going to visit, please don't hesitate to come by and say hello to my booth. Those 4 skills that I'm focusing at the moment will help me make better illustrations for print and other merch. Those 4 skills are anatomy, perspective composition, cartooning, and colors. So far, I've been able to tackle each skill by doing technical studies and others in performance. By performance, I mean doing an actual illustration so I can apply the knowledge I've gained and put it into use. For anatomy, I've been doing it since summer 2023 and I've recently finished my anatomy study journey around mid-April. And so now I'm just optimizing my knowledge of the whole human body by studying the overall anatomy in one go, since I've already done the heavy work, which was studying each muscle group individually. Now, I'm not an anatomy master by any means, but the knowledge is here. And now drawing the human body is not as hard as it used to be, and I can draw in a more logical way instead of winging it. So this is a win for me when it comes to skill improvement, and I intend to improve it even more before hitting the deadline. The second skill and the current one that I heavily focus on right now is the cartooning or anatomy simplification. Now I have a good grasp of the human anatomy, it's time for me to learn how to simplify it and make it appealing with an aesthetic or style that I want to achieve. I've been focusing on studying one artist in particular called Color Reaper. The shape language he used in his work is really close to what I envision as the final form of my aesthetic, so I've been doing a lot of observation studies and recopying the overall shape that he used for the head and the torso. But before I focus on his style, I wanted to get used to draw with simple shape and be comfortable to exaggerate the anatomy. One of my biggest struggles is that I had a hard time to draw appealing simplistic characters because I was too focused on using my anatomy knowledge and make everything look anatomically correct, which made me start disliking what I draw. So in order to fix this, I started to just study different ways to cartoonize or simplify the human body in general without using anatomy as my design element. I will only use anatomy to identify which part of the body I was currently drawing and focus on the shape and forms that I see on the reference. So far, I made some good progress with that, and there's still a lot of room for improvement. But day by day, my cartooning skills is getting better, getting a little bit better. I'm looking forward to see how much I will have level up by the time I hit the deadline on June 3rd. The third skill which was really important for me to tackle for this edition of the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push was composition and perspective. At the beginning of the year, I told myself that starting from now on, I want to make character illustration that is more than just a character standing on a white background or whatever color. There's nothing wrong with that, mind you, but when I imagine what my art looks like when I have a full mastery of the basic skills, I see dynamic illustrations with storytelling elements and explosive colors. So it was time for me to get out of my comfort zone and draw characters with backgrounds. Like for the cartooning skill, I decided to look for artists that I love their composition. Well, I didn't really look for them since I was already following them, and it's probably because I instinctively found what I was looking for in their work. Those artists are Lara, Suya Suyabi, Yamari, and Level 1 Kokuin. Suya Suyabi, Yamari, and Level 1 Kokuin's work are what I want to achieve when it comes to illustration with dynamism and storytelling. Taking key moments from a game and make an interpretation of that scene on your own. I tried to do this with two pieces. One of them I'm not really satisfied, but the other one I managed to get feedback from an artist that is way more experienced than me, and I managed to upgrade it. I feel more confident now with the illustration. When it comes to Lara, I really like their composition for the single character's illustration. This week, I started to study their work to understand and try to make appealing illustration like them. So I can do something interesting even if the character is just standing on a white background. But at least it will have some dynamic in there. Currently, what you are watching on this video is a time-lapse of me attempting to apply what I learned from Lara's work. By the time I hit the deadline, I felt that I will be more comfortable by doing this type of composition and perspective, but I will need more practice, meaning I will have to do more illustration of this type until it becomes second nature. The last skill, colors. Man, I'm gonna be honest, colors. Nah, I'm playing. It's just that these days I'm starting to hate coloring, not because it's hard or anything, it's just that it doesn't feel satisfying. I want to be able to do those explosive high saturation colors, but for some reason I just can't do it. To be fair though, I haven't sit down and properly do a deep study on them since maybe 2018. God damn, that's yeah, I understand why I don't like coloring now. From all the pieces that I did so far this year, there's only one illustration that I'm happy with how the color turns out, but I'm still not satisfied with it. There's a high chance that this will be one of the main focus for the next edition of the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push, because by the time I hit the deadline, my coloring skill will still be at a low level. I can feel it, but I will see maybe something will happen, and I will unlock whatever is blocking me from achieving this explosive coloring skill. So that's it for the art grind review of March and April. The next one will be on the week of the June 3rd, where I will talk about the result of this 12 weeks of the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push, and I will make a full retrospective so I can be ready for the Hyperbolic Art Grind Push Summer 2024 edition. Hope y'all like this video and tell me in the comment which art skill you would love to improve and which one you are really good at the moment. Alright, I will let you guys go. Have a nice weekend. Like always, keep grinding, take some break but don't slack, and yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. Alright, peace.